DJ.
Hey, Ann. And hello, listener.
I was like, come on, do the rest of your part. This is This, That, and Chit Chat.
A pod where me and Em chit chat about this and that.
And we're so glad you're with us.
Yeah.
2 weeks in a row, guys. We're really killing it.
We're killing it.
If you don't hear from us.
It's been a long time since we've been consistent, and it feels so good.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah. Except I don't have that much to talk about.
Oh, because we've
week after week. I'm
yeah.
What do I say now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like, here we are. Let's get into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's get into it. Do we have any thank yous? Any shout outs? Thank you for everyone who's bought a t-shirt. We've had more people buy it.
Yeah, I've gotten 3 people send me pictures this week of their shirts.
Oh my gosh, wow.
Yeah, they're so cute.
That is fun.
Yeah. It's a very exclusive club.
Yeah.
In fact,
if you know, you know.
My friend said it's the most exclusive club he's ever belonged to. So, and he's not wrong, because there are 5 of us.
Yeah, you should hop on before it blows up.
Yeah, but be a founding member.
Yeah, be a hipster of This, That, and Chit Chat.
Yeah. Anyway, what should we do first? Should we just... I feel like Batch does need to be talked about, but just real short.
Yeah.
Because, we recapped the whole season last
week. We did.
Hometowns.
Boring.
So
boring.
However, best families potentially in the history of Bachelor.
Except for...
Yeah. They were
Tino's.
The worst.
Tino's family sucked. Sorry if you're listening.
Yeah, sorry if you know Tino or his family.
Yeah.
They're the worst.
I had one of my coworkers start watching. And today, we always talk about it on Wednesday when we're in the office.
Sure.
And the minute I sit down at work today, she was like, I haven't caught up. I don't want to hear about it. She's like, I'm still heartbroken about Nate last week. And I don't want to talk about it. And I was like, that's great.
I know.
And then she went off on Gabby. And she was like yelling and ranting about Gabby. So, sorry, Gabby, if you're listening.
Yeah, Gabby just doesn't have any... I mean, Zach now seemed like... Now after the hometown, I'm like, oh, you seem cool. But like previous to that, it was like Nate or bust.
Yeah. So I think we're pretty solid with Zach for
and
Gabby.
Eric.
And Eric.
Yeah. Zach and Eric.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, there's your reality recap.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was just going to say, Eric is like a total frat boy, but I love him. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been known to like a frat boy.
Every
reality show, I'm like,
that's my type.
That's my type. And then in real life, I would be like, no, never.
Ooh, what? He's got some,
He's got a mullet.
The mullet / bohawk thing going on.
Yeah.
That's my type.
Honestly, I'm just waiting for someone in my real life to show up with that. So, that's... You know how DJ gave his criteria last week? That's mine.
Pay attention,
that's
boys.
That's it. Just one.
Great.
Yeah.
So, if you're not watching, you're not missing much.
You're really not. And we only got a few weeks left. I think 2.
Yeah. I think I finished Indian matchmaking.
Yeah, it just kind of ended.
Yeah. You know what we do need to talk about?
What?
This isn't reality, but did you finish Only Murders?
No.
Oh.
Not yet.
Stay tuned for our next episode.
I'm a little bit late, okay?
It's great.
Okay.
The finale was great.
I'm excited.
Yeah. Anyway, let's move on to the topic du jour. Did I use that right?
I have no idea what you're supposed to be saying.
I don't know. The topic at hand is what I meant to say.
Yep.
Weddings.
And I know we're going to have some fool comment and be like, real bold of you two to comment and make fun of weddings when you can't have one of your own.
Oh, the audacity.
You know people are going to say that.
So somebody.
Or if they don't say it, they're going to be thinking
They're thinking it.
All of our married listeners.
Some of our married listeners, the moment they see the title of this episode, which I assume will say something about weddings, they'll be like, are you kidding me?
Yeah. Like, what do you two know?
These single hoes.
And if you think about it, we know better than anybody. Because we keep going with our eyes open to the flaws and the pros.
We're not comparing this to our wedding.
No.
Which in our mind was the best ever. Because, we're not objective anymore. No. We're comparing this to all weddings.
Every wedding. And me and DJ both went to a college town where, like, every weekend in the summer you were at a wedding. Did you not do that?
No.
Oh, especially after my sophomore and my junior year. I mean, those were the only summers I was in Provo. But my sophomore and junior year, I probably went to like 6 weddings this summer.
Wow.
Because you just went to everyone's.
Yeah, so let's go in on this.
Okay, yeah.
That's one of my pet peeves with weddings.
Oh, when everyone's invited?
When nobody's invited because they just posted on like Facebook or something.
Oh, and they invite every single friend they've ever had, and they're like, send us your address if you're interested.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they start a group, invite every single person, and then say, send us your address. I never fill those out. So that's probably why I didn't go to as many weddings as you. Because I want a personal reach out. Even if it's a copy-paste, I just want you to have to choose to type in my name.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're not a fan of link in bio to sign up
Nope.
for a wedding?
I want you to copy-paste this, hey, I'd
DJ.
really like you at my wedding. It doesn't even have to have DJ in my name.
Mm.
Just, it has to be a personal message to me.
Yeah.
Or it could be in a group chat, right? If, our friendship is mainly based on a group. But I want it to be, it has to have been chosen that this group of people and not this one are going. Yeah, because otherwise I'm just not going to fill it out. You don't want me there. You just want my money there.
True.
Yeah.
And I will say, I didn't bring a single gift to a wedding I went to in college.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Not sorry.
I'm like trying to think about my best friends. I like gave gifts to my friends.
Yeah. Friends are good friends are different. Yeah.
But if it was just someone from my congregation, nope.
Absolutely. Never.
Okay, so you feel you should only go
if you received a personal invite. Well, I don't feel like you should only go if you receive a personal invite. I just think it's really tacky.
Think invitations should only be
given
individualized.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's valid. Yeah. I think the older you get, the more that becomes the norm.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if someone just posted in our congregation's Facebook page today and was like, hey.
Yeah. Nobody would go.
Like the status if you want an invite.
Yeah.
I'd like it just so I could have
it. Because I do, even if I don't know the person well, I love having
an invite
on the fridge.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I just love having married or like engaged
couples,
people on the fridge.
That was fun too. I don't do that anymore.
Yeah, we have 3 up there now.
Wow.
Yeah.
You still have friends getting married?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Kind of in a lull. Everyone's either gotten married or like...
Never gonna get married?
No. I didn't say that. I was just saying, currently not in that process. What's the best wedding or a factor? Because you can have something that was your favorite part of a wedding, but you didn't love the whole wedding.
Oh, so you're talking, what is the best individual thing that's ever happened at a wedding I've been to?
Yeah, exactly what I meant.
Is that not what you meant?
It is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let me think about that.
Or the best wedding you've ever been to.
The best wedding I've ever been to was one of my best friends from high school. Got married. It was either on Halloween or like the day before Halloween. And these two
and they were in costumes.
Their whole relationship, like, they'd always gone to like Comic-Con. Like, they're very into like that kind of stuff, right? Like, very like fun. She like loves spooky things. Like, they're like all about that. And so on their wedding, they said, or on their invite, they said, like, you're invited to the wedding and bring a costume because after the ceremony, everyone's getting into costume.
Stop.
It was so cool.
So the reception was in costume.
Everyone did it too. Like, and people, like most people, like me and my friend just put on, like, we just went to like the Halloween City and bought like, a costume that we just put over top of our
finery.
Yeah. But like some people like changed, went all out. Like it was
interesting.
It was a blast. And it just set the tone for the rest of the wedding. Yeah. Yeah. It was really fun.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway. What about you?
I mean, all of my friends' weddings have been fun.
Yeah.
Wink, wink. But I will say, like, I went to an out-of-town wedding. I went to Fort Collins for my friend Faith's wedding.
Okay. Shout out Faith.
She does love the pod. She does love the pod. And she married someone who was also in our congregation.
Sure.
So all of his groomsmen and all of us bridesmaids were already friends.
Oh, cool.
And it was fun because we were out of town. And so, like, it was just everyone who was at the wedding who, like, made the drive was already close. Yeah. And so it was really fun.
Very fun.
Yeah.
That's fun.
It was a good time.
Yeah.
Super great dance party. All of it.
I will also say this. The best weddings I go to, and this will relate to my rant, but they're not necessarily like sit down, have a dinner, but it's like expected or like encouraged for you to come and spend the evening. There's going to be a dance, like
not an open house.
Not an open house. Like if there's a receiving line, it's like 20 minutes. You know, it's really short. But most of the time, like people are just chatting. The bride and groom are walking around saying hi to everybody. Yeah. Then there's a dance, and there's like this, you know, like that. Those are always the better weddings. Then like they get married, they come, they stand in line. You come say hi, you drop off your card, and you leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's valid.
Yeah.
Okay. Worst wedding?
One of those.
Okay.
Yeah, a friend of mine. It was like lots of members of our church do it in the church building, but this one had like zero decoration. Mm-hmm. Like they just weren't even like trying. Yeah. You know, it was just like, come. I don't even remember if they had refreshments. Like it was just like, come, drop off your gift, and you know, say goodbye.
And you're like, cool.
Yeah. So it was pretty lame.
I would say my worst weddings are when I'm a +1. And you don't know anybody.
I've never been a +1.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
I don't know how to come back, but yeah, one day maybe you will be.
One day I hope to be.
Yeah, I've been +1, and like, especially if the person you're with is in the bridal party, and so they like have stuff to do, and you're like, who am I supposed to hang out with?
Yeah, yeah.
You don't know anybody at the reception.
Yeah.
Snooze.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's completely fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's how I feel.
Love it.
Another person, I actually didn't get to go to this reception, but I thought it was so fun.
Yeah. They
were very chill, relaxed people. And so they, instead of like a fancy reception, they rented out inflatable like obstacle courses and moon bounces.
Okay.
And a bunch of food trucks.
Okay.
And so they just did it at a park so everyone could hang out.
Okay.
And everyone said it was amazing.
Yeah, I don't love that, but...
Why?
Just like...
It doesn't feel like special enough?
Yeah, I love weddings. And part of it is because it's like, it is a celebration of romantic love. Mm-hmm. And like, you just don't get that. So I just feel like that needs to be at the center.
Yeah.
There are two things that I think are important in weddings. One is a celebration of romantic love. Mm-hmm. There should be a party, there should be a dance, but it should be like formal and definitely about the couple and like focus.
Not just another day.
No.
Yeah.
And it should be about the two communities that made these two people.
Oh,
because it's a coming together of not just two families, but two communities, like two lives. So I think like those are the two critical components of any good wedding. Okay. It's like you invite the people that mean the most to you, and they're there, and they celebrate your love together.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I like that.
Yeah. So like a bounce house, like it just feels like too chaotic. Mm-hmm. Not organized enough.
Okay.
But, you know, sounds fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they were 21.
Yeah.
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 I reached out to my friend from college.
Okay.
Where we just went to like every wedding together because we lived together all 4 years.
Yeah.
And she reminded me of some of like bad weddings we went to.
Okay.
So like at one wedding, they served crepes, I think.
Okay.
And it was limited one per person. A crepe does not fill you up.
Not even like a little bit.
Not even
No.
And like someone was standing there and was like, oh, just one please. Oh, just one please.
So there was like a person who was there to like remember if you had one.
Yeah. And then another time, me and this friend got uninvited from a wedding. Can you believe me? Of all people.
Like to the ceremony or to the reception? I'm sorry, what?
So it wasn't an exclusive invite. He didn't invite everyone, but he was like, you two are like my favorite people in the board. I'd love for you to come. Are you guys available? And we're like, yeah. And he's like, okay, I'll send you guys an invite, blah, blah, blah. A week later, he goes, would you guys be mad if I told you there isn't room for you guys at the reception anymore?
Somebody's fiance was jealous.
And I was like, he was like, well, more families able to come, and so there's not enough seats. And so I just hope you guys are okay not coming. Can you believe we never actually talked to him again?
Yeah.
Not like in anger, but like kind of in anger.
Absolutely.
Like what?
No.
Find 2 chairs.
Absolutely. That is the flimsiest excuse ever.
Also, like, don't invite people if you're not sure.
It is absolutely, he's like, oh yeah, I'm inviting these 2 girls from my congregation. And his fiance was like, I'd prefer that you didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we still talk about that.
Yeah.
So just don't do that.
Well, I hope he's listening, and I hope he feels bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're still married to her with 2 kids, so.
Send this to him if you know who it is.
You won't, because you guys weren't invited. it's just me and her. So yeah, wild.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. What is your least favorite wedding trend or activity?
I don't know about the trends. My least favorite activity. Okay, I'll give you two because there is a trend I know about. Least favorite activity: cutting the cake.
Okay.
Well, that's probably not true. I hate most wedding activities.
You
I
do.
think they're all
We had
dumb.
this conversation.
I hate the garter toss.
Ugh.
I don't want to catch my friend's wife's underwear.
What if
Gross.
your friend is the wife?
Even worse. Well, is it worse? I feel like that's actually a little bit better. Then it's like could be kind of funny. You know what I mean?
Like he.
Like if it was your garter, like that'd be kind of funny. Really gross, but kind of funny.
I don't think I wouldn't be laughing.
No. Yeah, that should be done away with.
Yeah.
I'm fine with like a garter grab. Like, you know, we should all watch this couple, like,
oh no,
this dude take off his wife's underwear with his teeth. Like, love that.
I also need you to know that garter's not underwear.
It's like kind of underwear though, right?
No. It's definitely not underwear.
Like it kind of is though, right? Like it's like.
It's just a piece of fabric around their thigh.
No, I know what it is, but like it's not outerwear, right? Like it's underwear, right? Like it's. I don't know.
It is underclothes.
And like it's like, you know, traditional use of a garter is to keep clothes up, right?
Yeah.
Like it's so I think it is underwear.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, but regardless, this thing that, like I love the going under the dress, pulling it off with your teeth. That's my favorite. The slingshotting it, not about that.
The having to jump for it.
Yeah, dumb. Yeah. The second part, hate cutting the cake.
So
why should we all sit around and watch you do something that is... What the heck does holding a knife together symbolize?
Also, it's so awkward because no one... Like, you can't cut something with two people holding a knife.
It also... It costs like $500 to cut your own cake sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, you have to pay extra to cut your cake.
Yeah.
Dumb. Third, the trend of not throwing rice. Because we're afraid that the birds are going to die or something like that.
You want to throw rice?
Yes.
Why?
Because it's traditional.
But why rice?
Because it's what we've always done.
Okay.
It's just, it links us to the past.
Okay.
The sparklers never go well. They always burn out before the couple comes out.
Or you're just holding it after they've left and you're like, well.
Yeah. Bubbles, dumb.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I'm like trying to think of which of my friends did this stuff and I'm like.
Yeah. It's gotta be rice.
So 87% of our listeners agree that the garter toss is the worst trend.
Oh, you did stuff on it?
Yeah, okay. I'm over here getting the data.
Okay, all right.
7% says cutting the cake.
Okay.
And another 7% says bouquet toss.
Yeah, I get the bouquet toss could be like, it's probably awkward for you guys.
Yeah, it's just kind of like.
Again.
Yeah, the older I get, I'm like, this isn't fun because everyone's like, you gotta get out there. Yeah. You gotta go. And
especially the number of weddings you've been to.
Yeah, and now they play Single Ladies over and over. I'm like, find a better song.
Yeah, come on.
Beyonce's overrated.
Yeah, hot take.
I'll stick with it.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Though it's like 7%, like it's not nearly as awkward as the garter toss. So the fact that those are equal should like, people are wrong.
Okay. And then another one that people were talking. So I asked, what's your wedding hot take?
Okay.
Well, a lot of them were like garter toss.
Yeah.
And then a lot of people, I hate when people do the cake smash.
Oh, the worst.
Like a little smush, maybe, but not even. I'd rather not.
Yeah.
But the all over the face.
Here's why.
I'm like, so disrespectful.
So disrespectful. That's why.
You're starting your marriage off.
That girl spent hours
and
getting her makeup done. And lots of money.
Yeah.
Getting her makeup done and looking perfect. And you just smear it all over her face.
And like, you're not done getting photos taken.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. It is. And it's also just, again, tacky.
Yeah.
It's just like, okay.
I saw a wedding video.
But that's another, sorry.
Of the bride and groom chasing each other around the room to smash the cake in each other's face. I was like, you look like you're 13 years old.
Yeah, what are you, 12?
Yeah.
That's another thing I don't like about the cutting the cake. It's like not only the cutting, but then we have to watch you feed each other.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then someone said when they don't have actual food at the reception. Amen. I agree with that.
Oh, yeah. If you show up and it's like a cookie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone said, even if it's just finger food,
Yes, even if it's just hors d'oeuvres.
And this person said at their wedding they did just dessert/fruit, and they regret it. So.
Especially for you guys, right? That's a big day. You're probably starving, and all you can have is dessert and fruit.
Yeah, and like a brownie.
Yeah, like, hey, go get me some food, and you're like, oh, that does not sound appetizing right now.
No.
Yeah.
And then we had a wedding cake baker give their input. Yeah.
We have some
We're expanding.
Amazing listeners.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a baker, and everyone buys cakes that are too big. You do not need a 3-tier cake.
No.
Good to know.
In fact, listen, my philosophy on my wedding is have ideas, but no expectations.
Yeah.
Because as much as it's about the couple, it's about the bride.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a big believer in that. So, like, I have ideas for what I'd like at my wedding. So take everything I say with a grain of salt. But I want to do like a cake that nobody eats, and me and my wife put in the freezer and eat on our 1-year anniversary. I think that's a fun tradition.
Yeah.
And then it'll be like cupcakes for everyone else.
That's valid.
Yeah.
Mini buns from Nothing But Cakes.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Then we also got the worst part of a wedding is the receiving line.
Yep.
And I think we are moving away from that.
I hope so.
I think that's...
I think that's probably with age is that we move away from it.
Maybe.
Right?
Yeah.
I think, yeah. And I also think it's a Utah thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wedding reception should be intimate with friends and family, like you said.
I agree. I mean, intimate is probably not the word I'd use. Like, it should be everyone who's ever been important to you. So that could be big.
Yeah.
But it should be meaningful.
Yeah.
A meaningful group, right?
You shouldn't be like, why was I invited?
Yeah, so I'll invite people who I haven't talked to in years, but that had an impact on my life.
Agreed.
Right?
And then someone said, overrated and way too expensive. Strong believer in elopement.
Yeah. False. Bad take.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like I said.
I mean, I would never because I love a party.
Well,
and I love a party where I'm the center.
And like I said, like your marriage is about you two, but your wedding is about the communities that brought you together.
That's valid.
Yeah, in my opinion.
That's valid.
Yeah.
And then this was one that I heard today. Live band is better than a playlist. Agreed.
Live band, yeah, I definitely agree.
But you have to find a band that's good, affordable, and knows what you want to play.
Yeah.
So that's
which is tough.
Yeah. Someone said, no need for a bridal party.
I agree.
I do not. But
meaning, especially for Latter-day Saint weddings. Like,
that's
what's
what they said.
Point?
They were like, all that is requiring you to buy a tie
for pictures.
Or a dress for pictures.
Yeah, you're not actually in it. So, that being said, this is the only thing I really, really care about. Is I'll have a civil ceremony before my religious ceremony. Because I have so many important people to me that aren't members of the church, so I want them to be able to be at my wedding. Anyway, so at that, so it will make sense for me to have a wedding party. But I agree with most LDS weddings. No, what's the point?
I'm 100% in on bridal parties.
Yeah.
And frequently,
yeah,
I sit when I'm just pondering to myself, and I'm like, if I got married tomorrow, who would be my bridesmaids? Well, let me tell you, some people are on rocky waters.
I gotta tell you, my wedding party, it's either gonna be 13 people.
Or 1.
Or 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
And there will be groomsmaids.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Guys, that's me. If you're listening and you think it's you, it's not. It's me. Maybe Mikhail.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I guess if I'm doing groomsmaids, then... So it'd be 3, because Mikhail... If I'm going to have girls on my side, I'm not going to put Mikhail on my wife's side. Yeah, that's true. So that'd be 3.
Who's the third? Oh, that's a groomsman.
I know.
Oh, I thought you were saying 3 groomsmaids.
No.
And I was like, oh.
A groomsman and 2 groomsmaids.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's fun.
I think it's fun, but if you're just getting married, here's what I think. If you're just getting married in the temple, then don't require them to buy anything. See,
my stance on bridesmaid dresses are give them a color palette and say find a dress that you like in this.
Okay.
Because that will be a dress they will wear.
Yeah. And I think that's more fair. But again, if they're buying a dress, like even if they'll wear it again, they're having to purchase a new dress and all they're doing is taking pictures. They're not actually part of the wedding. It just feels like, why am I spending so much money on your wedding? You know
That's
what I mean?
true.
Yeah. Anyway.
And I've been in weddings where the bride buys the bridesmaid dresses.
Yeah, see, if you're like that, I have absolutely nothing against.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that photos after the wedding or after the reception, whatever, should start this is a cold take.
Yeah.
From the largest group to the smallest group.
Yeah.
No, sometimes they start with families. And as a friend at the wedding, you're just standing there.
Oh, no.
Killing time.
Yeah.
So don't ever do that.
Yeah.
Even if you want to take care of Granny first. Like,
dude, my cousin's a photographer, and she's kind of stepped away from it, but she used to do weddings, and she was, when we do it, we just zip through, because she was
great.
Yeah, she's like, okay, everyone in, okay, now the rest of you, and she'd be like, and you guys can go, you're not coming back, you know? Like, she was good.
And then the space between, this is mostly for LDS weddings.
Yeah.
The space between the ceiling
or
wedding and the reception.
And the reception.
Like, what are you supposed to do?
Yeah. Yeah. That should be better planned, because often it's like, we're getting sealed like in the afternoon, and then go home, hang out, and come back to the church later.
Yeah.
It's just
or like we're getting married at 10 a.m. and then the reception is at 7 and you're like...
Not well planned. Yeah. Like, what's wrong with... Well, no. I mean, I was about to say what's wrong with a lunch reception, but I'm anti that. You should just plan better.
Well, because I do feel like a lot of times there's a lunch...
A luncheon for... But that's like for family.
Yeah,
mostly.
and then I just feel like it's a really big day.
Yeah.
And the families are the ones taking care of everything.
No,
so
that's
like,
why... Here's my plan. Traditional wedding.
Okay.
So, civil ceremony.
Okay.
If it were up to me, it'd be out in a field, in the mountains, in like a mountain meadow.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Beautiful. Yeah. And then immediately turns, like, then there's like the cocktail hour while everybody gets pictures, and then like turns into the reception right then.
Okay.
Yeah.
All together.
Mm-hmm.
When's the ceiling?
Later.
Next day.
Next day, if we want. Next month, if we want. Because most of my family won't have to travel that far, and like by that point.
Hold on.
What?
Hold on.
Tell me.
Hold on.
Tell me.
Your family won't have to travel that far.
Oh yeah.
You don't know where you're getting married.
That's fair. Oh yeah. Yeah, so probably next day.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, depending. If I get married in Utah, then it would be, whenever, I guess. Well, no, because then I'd have to travel. Well, I'd do it for a wedding, my wedding. But if I do it out here, yeah, it'd have to be next day.
Okay.
Anyway, but yeah.
Are you a fan of the two receptions, one in each, like one for your location and one for your bride's location if you're not from the place?
Absolutely.
Me too.
Because I think like I say, it is a celebration of community. So you make it as easy as possible, within reason. You don't have like 6 receptions if you grew up all over the United States, but like within reason, I think it's important to make it as easy as possible for important people to be able to make it.
And I think it starts both families off. Like no one's feeling like, oh, they picked that side or they picked this side.
Yep, absolutely.
So, you kind of already touched on this. What is your ideal exit? You want rice thrown at you?
Yeah, rice, absolutely.
Okay.
Rice. I'd love like streamers, pop it.
Confetti.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to go out, like I want my car to be just covered in junk.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I hate that.
Yeah.
I don't want anyone to know what I'm driving off in.
Oh no.
I went to a wedding and they did paper airplanes. It didn't really go very well.
Yeah, what?
Because it didn't I think they thought the photo would be cool, but it was nighttime.
Yeah.
So it was dark and no one can make an airplane that's good enough to fly where it needs to fly.
Yeah, dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and that same wedding, the groomsmen put poop on top of the car.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Actual poop?
I think so. It was either that or a stink bomb in the car.
Oh.
I can't remember.
No.
Right?
No. That's not the point.
So mean.
That's mean.
And they thought it was hysterical.
No.
And I was like,
I will draw all kinds of genitalia all over that car. But no, poop or stinky things? No. Everyone should know exactly what that couple is going to do, right then.
Yeah.
They are on their way to consummate their marriage. And that should be known.
Okay.
That is public knowledge. But poop?
Poop.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was bad.
Yeah, I agree.
So.
Or I'd be down to get picked up in like a super cool car.
Oh, like with a driver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd also be cool. And that if it's with a driver, I don't want it to be decorated. That's tacky.
You're like, excuse me.
If I'm driving away, decorate
Oh,
that sucker.
okay.
If I have a driver, do not touch that car. And it better be a sick muscle car. Or a really cool limo.
Or like an antique car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, like a
stagecoach.
Oh yeah.
Like you're going up to the ball or Downton Abbey. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Drawn by horses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool too.
Okay.
As long as it's like the like the Clydesdales, like the Budweiser Clydesdales. If you can get the Budweiser Clydesdales to take me away from my wedding, I'll be a happy man. As long as the Dalmatian's in the cab with me.
Oh, the Budweiser Dalmatian.
Mm-hmm.
So you basically just want to get married at the Budweiser plant.
Yeah, though I don't think they'd really like having me because we wouldn't drink.
Yeah, they'd be like, this is a waste of our space.
I mean, this is probably the cheapest wedding we've ever done.
Yeah. Weddings are so expensive.
Mm-hmm. And we teased this last time, the wedding tax.
Oh, yeah.
My friend was telling me, okay, I'm going to find his message, but my friend was telling me essentially you like look up venues online and they have like their pricing. You look up caterers online and they have their pricing. But then as soon as they learn that it's for a wedding,
there's an upcharge.
The price like doubles in a lot of cases. He says,
wow.
What is very interesting is the wedding tax. I don't know if this is a real term, but it's definitely a real thing. The second you mention wedding to a venue or caterer or florist, prices go up. If you search for event space or event venue, prices will be different than if you search wedding venue. So like even in your Google search, like it'll take you to a different website for the same place. Some websites even state the price difference. This is why when talking to venues and caterers, we were advised to first say that we are planning a family gathering.
But, so then you sign the contract and then you're like, oh, it's a wedding?
Yeah, I guess.
Wow.
Yeah. Crazy, huh? I mean, on the one hand, it makes sense. Like, you would want them to be at their very best for weddings, right? So, like, but it sounds like from what he said, like, they're just gouging you because they know that you're planning on spending it.
And they know you'll do it.
Yeah.
So, I took floral design in college.
Sure.
Yeah, loved the class.
Yeah.
If you need florals, let me know.
If you need florals?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never done a wedding, but you know.
Yeah.
But we had a professional florist come in and talk to us, and she did weddings. She did a wedding that was $40,000 in just flowers. $40,000.
How? Like what?
The whole ceiling was covered in florals, like in vines, and like it was stunning.
Yeah.
But every archway, every tablescape, everything was.
I'm not opposed to that.
I'm not either. Like it sounds like the pictures were beautiful and it would be my dream, but like 40.
No, that's way. Here's my thing on weddings too. Like they should be classy, but like if it like my dream is that like my future wife's family and my family say, here's some money, spend it on the wedding, and whatever you don't spend, you could keep.
Yeah.
And then you go real cheap.
Yeah.
You know, like I mean, but it should still be nice and fun because you like I say, it's not just about you; it's about the community. Yeah. So like, focus on making sure that they have a great time. Mm-hmm. But as much as you can save, you should save. So like, going $40,000 on flowers, insane. Yeah.
If you got married tomorrow, and your bride didn't have a say, what would be your wedding palette?
I've literally never thought about that.
I just came up with this.
The colors have never ever crossed my mind.
Really?
Yeah. What about you?
I would think like berry color.
Oh, I like that.
Deep reds and purples and pinks.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. I think everyone looks good in those colors. Mm-hmm. I will say, I've been in many a bridesmaid dress that is not the most flattering color. Mm-hmm. I've actually not been in that many bridesmaid dresses, but I've been in dresses.
Sure. Yeah. That weren't flattering.
Yeah, like my skin tone. Yikes. We don't need to wear the same color. Like pale pink.
Oh yeah, pale pink is like so everybody's favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
And everyone looks bad in pale pink.
Yeah. Navy, everyone looks good in navy.
Everyone looks good in navy. Yeah. No, I've literally never thought about my wedding colors. That's one thing I just could not care less about. Yeah.
That's valid.
Yeah. Wait, I didn't ask you. What would your dream where if you were to get married tomorrow?
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, Mountain Meadow.
Oh, you said Mountain Meadow.
Yeah. What would yours be?
I think I would do a late afternoon sealing.
Okay.
Or
religious ceremony.
Religious ceremony.
Sure.
And then basically straight into a reception.
Okay.
And I think I would want like long banquet tables with like twinkle lights, people eating a classy dinner, and then mine has to have a dance party.
Oh, yeah, I did not say that, but
you didn't.
Absolutely essential.
Like me and DJ love dancing so much. And like you said, a wedding is supposed to be filled with all of your favorite people.
Yep. So a dance party where it's just your most loved people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the person you love the most, most loved people.
Oh my gosh.
And like you get to pick the songs.
Because you know what is so fun? Like it was fun going to a dance with you because we're close enough that we can like dance with each other. Yeah. But like it is so fun going to a dance with like a boyfriend or girlfriend. I can't even imagine like newly married wife. And you're like, that would be so fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that would be it.
Yeah.
I think. And
where would it be?
Well, here.
Yep. Like what kind of venue are you looking for your reception?
I would either think like big warehousey type thing.
Okay.
Like
just
or
open space.
Outside.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm a big fan of twinkle lights.
Yes.
I love twinkle lights.
They set the mood so much better than anything. Yeah.
And so I just want that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm in. What about food?
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's what's tricky.
Food probably kind of depends on how many people are coming too, right? Yeah.
And this is the sad thing, is the older you are when you get married, the less people that come.
R.I.P.
Because again, when you were like in college, you like did whatever you could, like drove to a different state or just like devoted your weekend if it was in the same place. But I'm like, your friends have kids now.
Your friends?
My friends have kids now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you're going to leave your 3 children? I'm probably not. And that's valid, but...
I think you should. Like, I think...
Yeah.
I have strong opinions on this, but I think...
I do too.
I think it is... Like, I've missed one friend's wedding, and I was devastated. I felt so bad. Yeah. I felt... Like, anyway. Like, I just think it is so important to be there for people on the biggest day of their lives.
I agree.
And anyway, so if in the future, I don't know how I'd have 3 kids when someone I know gets married, but like if they get married across the country, I'd make sure my wife was good, but I'd ditch her, leave her with the kids, or leave the kids with grandma and grandpa or something, figure something out. I would make sure that I was there, even if it meant ditching her. Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah,
I went to 2 COVID weddings across the country. Like I was like, I'm making this like in the middle of COVID.
Oh, okay.
And I was like,
I went to a wedding during lockdown.
Really?
Where there was like, it was basically an elopement. It was just like, I only got to go because I was living at the time with the guy getting married and his roommate who was the witness.
Oh.
I just was staying with them during lockdown. So yeah, I just got to go. Anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, my first wedding in COVID was like August. 2020.
Okay.
So it was still kind of like, but it was in the West, so they had no rules.
Well, and it was, I mean, even out here, we had come out of...
kind of adjusted.
Yeah, we were like, oh, maybe COVID's over, and then Delta came.
Yeah, and then Omicron.
And now Omicron 2.0. I don't know.
Who knows?
I don't know what it is. I stopped paying attention once I got vaxxed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, anyway. Anything else? What else?
I'm trying to think. Oh.
Tell me.
You have a question for the group.
Remind me.
You've asked this question in our teaser the 5 times we've mentioned weddings.
Oh. Potluck weddings. What are our thoughts?
Bad.
Yeah, I agree.
Why do you always say it?
Well, it was when I was a kid, I thought it would be so fun. And so then it's always just been a running joke. Yeah.
I think my wedding should have a corn pit. That's my hot take. And if you really know me, you know why. Because I love a corn pit.
Do they need to know you to know that? Like, had you just
No, because if someone else was like, they probably wouldn't know why I want one.
Well, no, but if anyone says I want a corn pit at my wedding, it's not going to be, because it was really important to my Uncle Jerry and he passed on, right? Like,
it might be.
No!
They might think I'm from a farm.
If you want a corn pit at your wedding, it's because you love corn pits.
And I love
You love corn pits.
I can sit in corn pits for no joke like 3 hours.
No, I'm a big fan of corn pits.
Yeah.
It's way better than like a sand pit or a ball pit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Gravel pit.
Yeah. I hope those don't exist.
Can you imagine just in it? Kind of fun.
Really exfoliating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's one. Do we have any other wedding questions?
Wedding hot takes.
Yeah. How do you feel about choreographed dances at weddings?
We've talked about this.
We have.
They have to be quick and high energy.
Yeah.
It can't just be a choreographed dance that's fun for the the people involved. Like it has to be.
Everyone.
You have to make sure that you're focusing on that it's fun to watch, or else like please don't.
Yeah.
Please never ever do it. But like I went to a wedding and the groomsmen did a choreographed dance, and it was fun. It was loud. It was
Yeah.
That's fun.
Other than that.
Yeah, and if it's like father, daughter, mother, son, it's just the two of you, it'd better be 30 seconds before, and then,
move on.
Everyone come,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's valid.
Yeah.
Would you do a choreographed dance with your mom, your bride, and your bride's dad? The four of you.
The four of us? I mean...
I thought that's what you were saying at first, and then I was like, oh no, he means separate.
Maybe. Like, I don't know in what world that would... Like,
it would be a fun practice.
Yeah, if my bride's like, hey, I want to do a dance with my dad and your mom and you and me, I'd be like, okay.
Do we have to?
That's weird, but I guess so.
Yeah. What's a deal breaker? Not like you wouldn't marry them, but like, what if your bride asked you to do something?
What is something that I'm like, actually, I have strong opinions.
What is something you would leave your wife for? Just kidding.
I think I've expressed my strong opinions. They mostly revolve around the dumb traditions.
Okay.
Yeah.
But if your wife was like, or wife to be was like, I want to do the cake and I want to run around and smash it in your face, you'd say no?
No, I'd do it.
Yeah. Is there anything you would say absolutely no to?
No.
Wow. Sucker for love.
What can I say? I'm a romantic.
Yeah. Yeah, loves women. I'm trying to think if I have anything. Probably, but I can't think of anything right now.
Yeah.
I'm pretty fine with the traditional stuff. Garter toss, I'd be like, I really don't want
Yeah, I'd push hard against that.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I'd love to grab it off of you with my teeth, but we can do that later.
I think it's more embarrassing for the girls, especially.
For sure. Absolutely.
And so it's like...
Yeah.
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 Because, never mind. Yep.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's been Wedding Hot Takes. Thanks for all of your participation. We got a lot of input.
Yeah, weddings. Everyone's been to them. Everybody wants to have one.
Yeah.
I guess there's some people who don't, but most people want
our friend who said she wants an elopement. Yeah.
I know who that is too, right?
No.
Oh. Okay, anyway.
Yeah. We've just been mouthing names back and forth.
Cool. Rants, Rex, random questions?
Rants, Rex, and random questions. Okay, I got a rant.
Give me a rant. Wait, let me go first because mine is quick and we've basically already talked about it.
Okay.
You know, that way yours is a better one. Reception lines at weddings.
Receiving lines.
Ugh.
The worst.
The worst.
Yeah.
Okay, go on.
Also, going on that though, it's the worst as a guest because you're then, shaken. Like if you're friends with the bride, you're shaking the groom's peepaw's hand, and he's like, "Oh, who are you?" And you have to be like, "Oh, I'm friends with the bride," and I'm like, "Stop, no one cares."
In fact, actually, honestly, when I go through receiving lines, I don't say hi to anyone except the people I know.
What do you do?
I'm just like, I shake their hand, but I
you don't look at them. You're like,
I don't try to talk to them. I'm just like, nice to meet you. Oh. I'm not gonna even pretend that I want.
But then you get stuck when the bride and groom are taking 5 million years.
Dude, that's another reason receiving lines shouldn't happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if you want...
It turns into this enormous line.
If you want to feel like you talk to everyone at your wedding, walk around and talk to people.
Yeah.
Because then the last person in line, and then your whole reception
you can talk to an entire table versus 2 people.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Your whole schedule is off, and then it's like, oh, we were supposed to start eating 45 minutes ago, but they've still got an hour left.
Yeah, because they'll be like, oh, nobody can get in line after this time.
Yeah.
But the line's still there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone's not there like, stop.
Yep.
Sit down.
Well, and like, nobody's going to be like, okay, all of you who've been waiting in line, sorry.
Sorry, gotta go.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it turns into like, thanks so much for coming. I'm like, you should have just done that at the beginning.
Dumb.
Okay, my rant.
Okay.
It's not.
Oh, wait, sorry. I have one more wedding thought that I didn't bring up.
Get a load of this guy.
Ready? Here's the hierarchy. Band, then playlist, then DJ. DJs are such a waste of time and money. They're not better than a playlist. Just put your iPod on shuffle.
I don't know if I agree with that.
Really?
Yeah, because who pauses it when it's time? You?
No, you have like your groomsmen. Like,
So how does that not become a DJ?
because they're just pressing pause on an iPad.
That's all a DJ's doing these days.
Yeah, that's my point. Is like, okay, so if that's your definition of a DJ, like,
I'm
you
not
don't need
getting,
someone
like,
up there with like lights who's like pretending to mix music.
Yeah, no, I don't need all that.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Okay.
Can I tell my rant now?
Yeah, please do your rant now.
Okay.
Yeah, I give you permission.
Okay, thanks. It's women. My rant, it's not like unique. I hate this last bit of horrible summer before fall. Happens every year. We get a solid week of like 70s to 80s, which is what we had 2 weeks ago. And it was bliss.
Yeah.
It was wonderful.
Yeah.
And now it's been like close to 90 every day. And I hate it.
Yeah.
Because my mind adjusts.
Yeah, once you get that taste of the next season, it always happens, right?
Yeah.
Like winter, like the first taste of spring, you're like, yes. And then after a little bit of spring, you get your first date, like 90 date, and you're like, I could go to the pool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens every season.
I hate it.
It's the worst.
I hate it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my rant.
Okay.
Stop doing that, Earth.
Yeah, Earth. Come on.
Get out of here.
Rotate better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rec. Sertraline.
What?
It's the medication I'm on.
We say it again.
Sertraline.
Sertraline.
And I have never dreamt in my life. I don't dream. I'm not a dreamer.
Okay.
Like once a month I'll have a dream.
Yeah.
I dream like every night now.
Are they good dreams or scary dreams?
No, they're like, just dreams.
Oh, wow.
Just like, just, I can't even remember. But I just, every morning I wake up and I'm like, I dreamt last night.
Wow.
Yeah. So if you, want to dream, talk to your doctor about sertraline. That could be a tagline.
True.
Yeah.
I don't know if people take medicines just so they can dream.
Well, that's why I'm taking it.
I will say.
I mean, I'm genuinely not sure if it's helping with my depression.
Oh.
I'm just, at this point, I'm like, I don't care. It's $1.15 when I buy it.
I'm just dreaming.
And I'm dreaming now.
Yeah.
Like, who cares if it's helping with, I think it is, but, I don't know if it is. Anyway.
You know why our friendship works?
Why?
Because you don't tell me about your dreams.
Ugh.
This was once a rant that I didn't get to share because the podcast got deleted. I can't stand when people tell me their dreams. Unless I'm involved.
Yeah.
If I'm like in your dream, like by all means tell me.
Yeah.
But the problem with dreams, and I have a lot of friends who still tell me dreams. You can continue to tell me, but just know.
Yeah, Em's a good listener, even if the whole time she's like, I don't care.
My pet peeve is when people are like, so this made absolutely no sense. And then you're telling me, and you only remember half of it because it's a dream.
Right.
And they're like, this person, I don't know who it was coming up, and I don't remember what they said to me. And I'm like, what is the point of me listening to
why
the story?
are you telling me this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
I have a friend who has really fun dreams.
Yeah.
And so it's fun when he occasionally will tell us.
Well, and my roommate Jess
has
very vivid dreams about whatever she talks about right before bed. So
we can hack her dreams?
Yeah. So if we're all talking about something or with somebody, she dreams about them.
Love that.
She's very good at that. So like that, I'm like, wow, love how that popped up. But if you're just rambling about you saw a beluga whale jump over a fence and talk to you, I'm like, okay.
What does that mean, though?
I don't know.
Like, what is the interpretation?
True. I'll send them your way.
Is that okay?
I'm like, I have a friend who cares.
You know what? Send us your dreams this week.
Yeah.
Send us your dreams. We'll read them on air.
Yeah.
Any dream you have this week, and I'll keep track of mine too.
Yeah, and we will interpret them.
Yeah.
For you. We're pretty good at that.
Yeah.
So that's your rec.
That was my rec. Yeah.
My rec? Cooking s'mores over the stove.
Oh, we did this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At my birthday party, I introduced the group to s'mores over the stove. Some people had done it, but a lot of people hadn't.
Yeah.
And it works so well. Unless you like yours completely charred and burned, like DJ, and like rip off the skin off. Ugh, gross.
Me.
But if you like it golden brown or even really toasted, you can do it over the stove. And so I just recommend it because you don't have to build a fire, which I love a good fire. But You don't have to smell like smoke. You don't have to put in all the work. It cooks a lot faster, and there's no cleanup.
Yeah. You know what else we need to recommend from your birthday?
What?
The taco bowls.
Oh, yeah.
She's got like these things, and you put just a flour tortilla in there.
I have a non-stick mold.
Yeah.
That makes your tortilla into a bowl.
It is awesome. So you're eating a taco salad basically out of a tortilla, and then you can eat the tortilla. And a crispy flour tortilla is so much better than a flour tortilla.
Oh, yeah.
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 So it was really good.
If you ever need the mold, let me know.
Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah.
Okay. What's your random question?
When's your trash day?
Tuesdays and Fridays.
You have 2?
Yeah. This is the first time since moving out of my parents' house that I have 2.
Nice.
But recycling's only on Friday.
Worse.
I know.
Anyway.
When's yours?
Friday.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's hard.
Yeah.
Because it fills up over the weekend.
We have
Maybe not.
a huge trash can. It's fine.
Oh, we only have our kitchen one.
You know? Oh, so you just like take the bag out?
Yeah.
Oh,
so
yeah.
we just parcel out our trash so that.
Okay. No, we have a big old container. Yeah.
Yeah, we just don't want to deal with that.
Okay.
How do you put on your socks and shoes? Sock, shoe, or sock, shoe, shoe?
Sock, shoe.
Okay, some people. Me too.
People do sock, shoe.
Yeah.
Do these same people, do they not put on their socks when they're just getting ready in the morning? Like, because I'll get all ready, and I'm, ready to go, and then I'll eat breakfast, and then I'll put on my shoes. I don't put on my socks right before I put on my shoes.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
But what if...
And even if I am, I'm...
You're hanging out all day barefoot.
Yeah, and then, then I'll still do sock, shoe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. I agree.
Yeah.
But some people do sock, shoe.
That feels weird.
Do you start with the same foot every time?
Probably. I think it's my right foot.
You put those on first.
Uh-huh.
Oh, interesting.
Do you do left foot?
Well, sometimes I mentally I'm like, oh, I'm going to put my left foot on. My sock.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
And then I have to do it. I can't switch after I've decided that's going to be my first one.
Bizarre.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've also heard of people who put socks on before underwear. You're lying.
Not every time.
That's so weird.
But if I have my whole outfit laid out, because most of the time I just go through my drawers and find stuff. But if it's for, a wedding or a fancy event or just some reason that I have my whole outfit laid out, including my socks are the first to go on.
Before your underwear? Mm-hmm. That's wild.
Because in my mind, it's what is the thing that...
Below everything else?
And it's socks. Because everything else goes over the socks to get up your leg. Even your underwear, it doesn't sit on top of the socks, but it goes over them. So it's bottom first.
Because otherwise it'd feel like your socks
and
on
I
top
tuck
of your
in my
underwear.
undershirt into my underwear, right? And so often I'll put on my... No, that's not true. But sometimes I do. If I'm really, in that kind of OCD mood, put on my shirt first because it gets tucked into my underwear.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
You're as roasting people and you're like, me. That's me.
You're roasting me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we all have our flaws.
Yeah. Anyway, that's it.
I did want to do one more thing.
Okay.
Also, you still have to give me my...
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay, remind me for next week.
Okay. It's almost September.
It's almost September.
Should we do a summer check-in real quick? Have you...
Oh, okay.
Have you...
Nice.
Real quick. Hold on. Let me pull it up. I don't remember the phrase. Done anything with fire? I don't think you have.
Oh my gosh. What?
To my knowledge.
I don't even think I smoked anything when I went home. Oh, I failed at that. Have you?
No. I haven't gone to a single fire.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay, we need to go to the Susans.
Yeah.
Okay.
Water?
Yeah, water I've done. I've definitely been swimming.
Okay.
Yeah, I went to the beach last week. 2
Oh,
weeks
true.
ago. Yeah.
Yeah. I've
And
also
I've
been
definitely
swimming
been-
and I went to the beach.
I've definitely been aside from that. I just can't remember when.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you said yes to stuff?
Yes.
Yeah.
Remember? I convinced you to say yes.
To what?
To the demo derby.
Oh, that's true.
And it was
Guys,
so fun.
I unleashed a different part of me at
Yeah.
the demo derby.
Yeah.
It was so fun.
Next week, our theme is rednecks because of the demo derby.
Yeah, we're changed people.
Mm-hmm.
Have you taken photos? I know.
Not well. I mean,
I have a few.
not more than usual, which is what.
And not of summer things, really.
No. Well, to be fair, I haven't done many summer things.
I
It's
have-
been a lame summer.
It has. I have this of you interrogating.
Oh yeah,
antagonizing a chicken.
Oh my gosh,
at
yeah,
the
we should talk
4-H.
about this next week because it's kind of redneck adjacent. But the fair was so fun.
Yeah. I've taken some photos, some good ones. So yeah, that's it.
So let us know how you're doing. Has our advice changed or shaped your summer?
True. I hope it has.
Yeah, because we put a lot of thought into it.
We did.
Yeah.
That's why I had to look it up to remember the criteria.
All right. Well.
We love you.
Thanks for listening.
Eat your hot dogs.
Yeah, I'm at 21.
I'm at 21.
But you're a year younger than me, so we're not at the same percentage.
I know, you have to pick up the pace.
Ugh. All right.
Okay, love you guys.
See you next week.
Bye.